Hey guys, it's Julian, and today I will be redrafting the 2010 NHL Draft, highlighted by Taylor Hall, Tyler Seguin, and Eric Branson. Let's get right into it. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's go. For my redraft, the first overall selection of the Edmonton Oilers goes to Vladimir Tarasenko. In my opinion, obviously the best player of that draft. Obviously, it's pretty controversial. It's Taylor Hall, Tyler Seguin, Ron Johansson, other players like that. Originally selected 10th overall by St. Louis. This season, he's been pretty injury riddled, but in 11 games played, he has 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points.
Number 2 pick by the Bruins in the 2010 draft is Tyler Seguin of the Dallas Stars, which is the original pick. Sadly, this season he hasn't played a game due to an injury, but has still had one of the better resumes of this draft.
Number 3, I have the Florida Panthers selecting Mark Stone. He was originally selected 178th overall by the Sens, so probably the biggest steal of this draft. So far, he's over a point per game this season, 33 games played, 12 goals, 28 assists for 40 points. He's the first Vegas captain in history and will go down as one of the best in the Vegas jersey. I just know it, and is one of the best two-way forwards in the league right now. He deserves a spot.
Number 4, I have the Blue Jackets selecting Taylor Hall, originally selected from first overall by the Oilers. He slowed down a bit in the last 3 years, but he had never really played on playoff team. But he won the Hart Trophy in 2018 and still is an amazing player. So far this season, in 36 games, he has 2 goals and 16 assists for 18 points altogether.
Number 5, I have the New York Islanders selecting Evgeny Kuznetsov, originally taken 26th overall by the Washington Capitals. His accolades: he has a Stanley Cup of 2018, which he was a really big piece of. And this season, in 27 games played, it's 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points. A slow start, definitely, but I think he might have a chance going down as one of the all-time greats for the Washington Capitals, and is a great player. This one's pretty controversial. The 6th overall pick in the 2010 draft, Tampa Bay selects Jeff Skinner, who was originally taken 7th overall. His awards won the Calder in 2011. This season, he's struggling immensely like it was last season. In 30 games played, he's 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Definitely not living up to that $9 million contract, but his career has been amazing and consistent, so I do believe he deserves to be on the spot. Number 7, the Tampa Bay Lightning selects from the 2010 NHL Draft Philip Grubauer, originally selected 112th overall by the Washington Capitals. That's a big jump, 112 to 7. That's pretty good. For the 2020-21 stats, 30 games played, 22 wins, 7 losses, 1 overtime loss, and .928 save percentage and 1.78 goals against average. This season, I put him so high because he's on such another level, Vezina caliber year right now.
For our 8th pick, we have Winnipeg/Atlanta John Klingberg. Originally 131st overall, for this season he has 33 games played with 6 goals and 18 assists. Altogether, that's 24 points.
Number 9, I have the Minnesota Wild selecting Ryan Johansson, originally taken 4th overall. Last season and this season, he's been immensely struggling to just put up the numbers that he used to be putting up. I put him this high because just because he's having 2 bad seasons doesn't mean he hasn't been bad his career, because he's definitely been really good his career and mostly consistent. This season, in 31 games played, is 4 goals, 8 assists for 12 points. Number 10, I have the New York Rangers selecting Jaden Schwartz, originally 14th overall selected in this draft. He won the Stanley Cup of 2019, which he was a big piece of. He was a 60-point scorer, and this season, in 21 games played, is 2 goals and 9 assists for 11 points. By all means, not the greatest season, but he is a great player, and he deserves the spot most definitely. Number 11, I have the Dallas Stars selecting Brendan Gallagher, who was originally selected 157th overall. I'm really surprised by this, actually, because he had 111 points in his draft year and was selected this low. Anyways, 2020-2021 season, which is this season, 33 games played and 14 goals, 9 assists for 20 points. one of the quieter players this season who's having really, really good seasons. Number 12, I have the Anaheim Ducks taking Justin Falk, originally 37th overall. This season, in 36 games played, is 5 goals, 8 assists for 13 points, which is not the greatest for him, likewise. But think about it. The first 13 games, he had 13 points, something like that. So he was basically a point per game and then slowed down. He slowed down, but for the first couple weeks, he was in Norris conversation. Number 13 out of the Arizona/Phoenix Coyotes, looking Zach Hyman, originally taken 123rd overall. This season, 35 games played, he has 12 goals, 12 assists for 24 points. He is doing pretty good, if you ask me. He's having one of the quieter seasons and a pretty strong one, that is too. Nobody really talks about him that much, and that's the thing. He could be a sniper, a playmaker, or a grinder. He's that good. He's an all-around player, and without him on the Leafs roster, I don't think they'd be doing so good. Number 14, the St. Louis Blues select Brock Nelson, originally selected 30th overall in the 2010 draft. This season, 37 games played, is 13 goals, 9 assists for 22 points. Another player is having a really quiet but strong season. And he's been scoring goals, he's been putting up points, he's been doing everything the Islanders really need right now. And finally, the 15th overall pick. This is pretty controversial. The LA Kings select Jack Campbell. This season, in 8 games, he has 8 wins, 0 losses, and 0 overtime losses, a .951 save percentage, and a 1.35 goals against average. Those are some pretty good numbers, if you ask me. Has yet to lose a game, and is overtaking Anderson's starter role in the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's just been playing immensely good this season, and I can't wait for next. Okay, so this is the top 15 NHL redraft. I hope you liked it, but before we end it, we have some honorable mentions. Cam Fowler, Nino Niederreiter, Kevin Hayes, Charlie Coyle, Tyler Toffoli, and Mikhail Granlund. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.